Now, it's described as one of the toughest challenges on Earth, with more people climbing Mount Everest or going into space than successfully crossing the Atlantic in a rowing boat. Not only has Dawn Wood completed the 3,000-mile journey, but she is the second fastest woman to do that on her own. It took the Essex police officer 53 days to make her way from the Canary Islands to Barbados, all to raise awareness of plastic pollution in the world's oceans, something that's very close to our hearts. And Dawn is with us now. Hey, Dawn, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So tell me what happened. Tell me why you thought, you know what? I think I'm going to row across the Atlantic on my own.
Well, I've been working commercially on the water for 16 years. My job in Essex Police, I'm part of the marine section, so I patrol the Essex coastline. And that's how I got the maritime experience and qualifications. And 3 years ago, I started working with with Rannoch Adventure, and we were training some Chinese students out in China. And my original job was to teach navigation, first aid, that kind of thing. But by the end of the project, I was coxing the rowing boats and taking them out on the ocean. And I thought, you can't teach something like that and not do it yourself. And that kind of joined in with my passion for the ocean and ocean pollution, plastic in particular. Because I'm out on the water every single day, I've seen the devastation it can cause. Every day I'm out on patrol. This is just the Essex coastline. Balloons is a big one. Most days I'm out, I'll see balloons, plastic bottles, bags, just general rubbish. And during the summer, we get a lot of beach balls and lilos and stuff that have blown off of the beach. So the two things kind of merged together, and I thought I can use this challenge to row across the Atlantic Ocean solo to raise awareness for something I'm passionate about.
There's a big difference between finding a couple of balloons, isn't there, off the coast and rowing single-handedly for 3,000 miles. How do you start to prepare for that?
Yeah, a lot of people would hold a cake sale or something like that to raise some money.
Exactly. Not you.
Well, I believed I had the skills to be able to do it, and Kiko Matthews currently holds the world record, and I spoke to her when she came back, and I thought, you've managed to do it. She had little maritime experience before she'd done it, so I thought, you know...
So what did you do? How did you prepare? Oh, my goodness, there you are.
Oh, there's some of my GoPro footage. It actually looks much... I've seen it on small screen. I've not seen it on the big screen yet. But yeah, there were days...
Oh, you look exhausted there.
Yeah. There were days it was flat calm. There was days I had what I thought I was going to capsize at one point. So to prepare for big waves like that, you can't really without actually going into it. But as part of my job, I've been in some hairy situations out at sea, so I was pretty confident that I was able to...
What do you do? How do you sleep?
That cabin behind me on there, you can actually go inside there, and I couldn't sleep for an 8-hour shift. I'd sleep for maybe 2 hours and then get up and do some more rowing or check the systems. I had to check every day the row locks.
How did you know you wouldn't be blown off course in that 2 hours?
Yeah, so I've got an auto helm, so you can attach it to the rudder and it will hold the boat on course, but it will only hold it within a certain angle of degrees within the wind. So, yeah, there is the potential of getting blown off course.
What was your biggest fear?
My biggest fear before I did it was failure.
Right.
It wasn't anything to do with the row. I was worried about letting people down. I've got so many people that have followed me. It's been really overwhelming.
I know, I saw you on Twitter, and you have an awful lot of support from the services, don't you?
Yes, yeah. From all over the place, yeah, but in particular people at work as well. It's been incredible, and that's one of the things that's kept me going. There were days where I never at any point wanted to give up, but there were days where I thought, what on earth have I let myself in for? And
how long did it take you?
It was actually 50. I turned my tracker off at 53 days, so a lot of people think it's 53, but it was actually 51 days and 17 hours.
Right. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
that's amazing.
Considering I had so much bad weather, to have been able to row there was one particular day I rowed for 19 hours out of the 24. Because the wind was against me, the only way I could keep going forward was to keep rowing. Because on the days when the wind's with you, when I'm not rowing, I won't go very fast, but at least I'll be drifting in the right direction. On that particular day, as soon as I stopped, I was going backwards.
We're almost out of time, but what's your next challenge?
That's a very good question. I've not officially planned anything yet, but if people keep following me, I'll definitely announce something else within the year.
That sounds intriguing.
Yeah.
Give us a little taste.
It will probably involve my rowing boat.
Okay, okay. I see it didn't put you off then?
No, absolutely not. The whole experience, the low points and the high points made it what it was. If it was an easy crossing, then everybody would be doing it, and it wouldn't make it such an amazing achievement.
Sadly, we're out of time, but that's absolutely fascinating. Come back and tell us what you're going to do next. It's
Definitely.
great to
Thank you
see
so
you
much.
continuing coverage here on Sky.